Today we're going to be smoking squirrel. We're going to be making barbecued smoked squirrel sandwiches. They're delicious. We're also going to be cooking some ribs at the same time, and we're going to smoke some mac and cheese. Are you ready? All right, let's get ready to start smoking some squirrel. We got dinner. It's really starting to cool off out here. A couple weeks ago, we were in the upper 90s, and this morning it was 45 degrees. That's kind of cold for us out here. You know what? This is my favorite time of year. The fall is my absolute favorite time of year. It starts to cool off outside. The leaves are starting to change, and it's time for the harvest. But it also means it's time for us to start cooking squirrels again. Squirrels are my favorite. So today we're going to show you how to use the electric smoker to smoke squirrels. And now we're also going to make barbecued smoked squirrel sandwiches. They are outstanding. You're going to love this. So stick around, because we're going to show you how to make these squirrels taste absolutely amazing. All right, we got our 2 squirrels cleaned up and ready to go. Let's go throw these on the smoker. We'll be eating good tonight. All right, I'm gonna have Lila help me out for a minute, because this is also one of her favorite meals. She loves squirrel. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add some seasoning to the squirrel, and you can pretty much choose whatever you want. We've got some brown sugar seasoning that we're gonna put on it, and some salt and pepper, but you know, put whatever your favorite seasoning is on those. That's totally up to you. Mac and cheese doesn't require any seasoning, and neither do the ribs. We're going to add some barbecue sauce to those a little later, but for right now, all we have to do is just put a little bit of seasoning on them and then get them on the smoker. You ready?
Yeah.
Today for our squirrel, we're going to be using apple wood. I think it gives it a great flavor, and we always have a lot of luck with it. We use it on our pork ribs, we use it on the chicken, we use it on the squirrel. But you know what? You can pick whatever wood you want. You've got oak, you've got hickory, you've got peach, you've got pecan. There's so many different wood flavors that you can use. You can experiment with it, see what you like the best. But for today, we're going to use apple. Apple's been a good one for us. And I bought this bag of apple wood chips on eBay for $5, and that included the shipping. So that's pretty cheap. But you can also use your own wood if you have your own. You know, if you want to chip your own wood, if you got some pecan trees in the back like we do, and you want to chip up some pecan wood, you don't have to spend any money on it, and it doesn't take very much. That's the great thing about it. Just little handfuls at a time. When you're using a conventional smoker, it uses so much wood, and you got to sit there and babysit it all day long. Oh, it takes forever. But with this, you just kind of throw a little bit in there and let it go. And all you got to do is add a little bit every 45 minutes to an hour. Easy. For the squirrels, we are going to set this at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And you can really do this anywhere between 230 and 250 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to go with 250 today. Sometimes we do it at 236, just depending. But we're going to be cooking the ribs and the squirrel all together. We have got to set the timer, and we are going to set the timer for about 7 hours for the ribs, but the squirrels are really only going to take somewhere between 2.5 and 3 hours. So we're going to go ahead and set that. And that was just showing us what the current temperature is on the smoker, and it is going to start preheating and warming up. All right, now that we've got the smoker all warmed up and ready to go, we are going to go ahead and add the wood to it right before we add the meat. doesn't take much. It only takes about a handful. And you're gonna add this much about every 45 minutes to an hour while the meat is cooking. We're gonna go ahead and turn it, drop the wood down into the smoker. We're gonna go ahead and put the squirrel on the top rack. That way the juices from the ribs won't leak into the tray of the squirrels. This is where you're gonna adjust how much smoke flavor you want your meat to actually have. If you want a lot of smoke, you'll turn it down to where it just has a little small vent. If you want it to be less smoky, you're gonna open it up more. I kind of like it right in the middle.
So, how accurate is your shot?
How accurate is mine? I mean, I've got laser precision. Precision. Okay. Yeah, you see that right there? See that? Yeah, that's me. That's me, right there, 100 yards, maybe even 150 yards. You know, the problem with those darn squirrels is they sometimes fight back. Better get out of here. All right, it's been about an hour, so we want to go ahead and add another little handful of wood to the smoker. So we're going to do that. Be careful because this thing can be hot. Now that it's been an hour, we're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of chicken bouillon. Bouillon? Chicken bouillon. Bouillon. We're going to add some chicken bouillon, okay? And careful because it can be kind of hot. Everything looks like it's cooking good. I'm just gonna probably should have a hot pad, but I got fingers like leather. We're just gonna go ahead and pour that in there. And if you remember earlier, we were talking about sometimes squirrel can get a little tough. And this is gonna help keep the meat more moist and tender. So we're gonna go ahead and close this back up. We don't wanna lose too much heat. And give that another 2 hours to cook on the squirrel. The ribs are gonna go for a few hours longer than that. But we should have some squirrel ready, and in about 1 hour, we're going to add the mac and cheese so that it can come out at the same time as the squirrel, so we can have our barbecued squirrel sandwiches with smoked mac and cheese. I'm getting so hungry, I can't wait. It's been another hour now. So the squirrel has been in for a total of 2 hours. It's got another hour to cook, and so it's time for us to go ahead and add the mac and cheese to the smoker, because this only takes about an hour. And I'm gonna stick it on the top rack with the squirrel. That way we don't get these juices from the ribs dripping down on top of it. I'm gonna scoop these over a little bit. We're gonna slide that right in there. Close it back up. And set the timer for about an hour, and then we're gonna have barbecued smoked squirrel sandwiches. Can't wait. I think that did it. Ooh-wee. That is looking and smelling so good. Oh yeah. I think those are ready. All right, let's go ahead and get this out. Oh yeah, that is looking yummy. Just a little bit of brown on it. Perfect. Close this back up. The ribs got to cook for about 3 more hours. Let that keep going. So let's go in and make us some barbecued sandwiches with squirrel. try some of this right here. Ooh, it's like perfectly browned on the top. It smells so good. Just enough smoky flavor. Wow, that is good right there. I cannot wait to eat this with our sandwiches. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead now and start shredding the meat off. Let me try it. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's gonna be really good on these sandwiches. Sometimes you might need to use a knife. It's a nice little meaty leg right there. All right, add the last little bit of meat here. A pickle on there. Maybe 2 pickles on there. Throw a few jalapenos on here. And then we don't want to forget our barbecue sauce. Oh my goodness. This looks amazing. Now doesn't that look delicious? Okay, so let's give it a shot. See what it tastes like. Oh, it's a little messy, but oh my goodness, that is so good. Oh, I can feel a jalapeno. Woo! A little hot, but wow. Alright, got a sandwich here ready for Violet. Hey Violet, you ready for your squirrel sandwich? Oh look, you've already got some mac and cheese. Is it good? Here you go. How's the sandwich look?
Nasty.
Nasty? What do you mean nasty? That looks great. No? No. What, are you just gonna eat mac and cheese for lunch? Okay, fine. I'll eat it then. Hey, Ben, come on, come here. You gotta try this. Why are you running away? Come here. He'd rather go eat a burger at McDonald's. He doesn't know good food when he sees it. How's it get any better than that right there? Favorite time of year, squirrel season. Means squirrel sandwiches. Get you some. Take care.